let's talk about the Antiretroviral Therapy Act. Let's briefly take us through it.
So when you talk of the antiretroviral therapy, these are the medicines. It's a treatment for HIV. And these medicines are given to persons who are HIV positive. The essence of that medicine is to reduce the viral load. You know, when HIV enters, it's a viral infection.
Right.
It multiplies. And it is in the course of it multiplying that the immunity gets down. Unfortunately, HIV needs our white blood cells, specifically a particular cell we call the CD4 cell. Okay, and that is our immune. Those are our immune cells. That is in that cell that they can reproduce. So as they are multiplying, they are destroying those cells, which are immune cells, and then they multiply. New ones get out, infect other ones, and then that process goes on. So the viruses have become so many, immunity goes down. But when you put this person on the treatment, what it does, it stops that multiplication, okay? And then, of course, everything to has its lifespan. A few of them will go into areas where the concentration of the medicine is not there and hide there, lying there dormant. We say that they go into coma and they are there, but in the circulating blood, you find very few there. Okay, and that is what we want for people to be put on that medicine. It gets to that point where even if the person goes and they take the sample looking for the virus, sometimes it comes out as undetectable. It means the numbers of the virus in the circulating blood are so few that the machines we are using can no longer pick them. That is not a cure. I said some of them get into places far away from the circulating blood where the concentration of the medicine is. So when it gets to this point, if you are a person living with HIV listening to me, and then you go and you are told that your viral load is undetectable or that target not detected, it does not mean that you don't have HIV in your blood. It means that you should continue to take your medication as you are supposed to take it so that you continue to remain in that state. Because once the person stops taking those medications, those that are lying dormant in far away places that are a bit safer for them, they get out and get back into the bloodstream. So it is like an armed robber. Armed robbers get into your house, you are able to overpower them, and then you let them loose. What happens? They become more aggressive than they were when they entered. And that is what will happen if those sleeping or dormant stage get back into the bloodstream. The multiplication becomes more aggressive, and then you can go down faster. We want you to get to that point where you are undetectable. When it gets to that point, technically, that person can no longer transmit HIV to anybody. Because we have what we call the U equals U, meaning undetectable equals untransmittable. And that is why we are now saying treatment, we're using treatment as prevention once the person gets there. So that is what our goal is with the treatment.
Let me educate us on this. Is there a difference between HIV and then AIDS?
Yes, there's a difference between HIV and AIDS. If I want to just use the term HIV, that HIV is just the name of the virus that causes AIDS. You get it? But then we have HIV infection. Somebody can now get that virus, which means the person is infected with the HIV.
Is that one curable?
No, it's not curable. HIV infection is what will finally progress to the AIDS. So once the person gets the infection, that person is not sick, but at least destruction is going on within. Okay? So you only say that person who is infected with HIV has AIDS when the immunity now is gone down. The person now begins to suffer from different signs and symptoms of different illnesses. So you see this person having TB, you see skin infection everywhere, you are seeing the person running diarrhea, fever, and all sorts of things together. That is where we now say that, because that becomes a syndrome, which is a collection of signs and symptoms of different illnesses. That is when you say the person has AIDS. So the one who is HIV positive or has HIV infection, that person looks like you and I sitting here. Nothing shows. The person can live with it for 10 years, 15 years without even he himself, if the person doesn't test, may not even know that I have HIV. Okay. But the one who has AIDS, the person will test positive. just like the one infected, having the infection. But the one who has AIDS now is ill. Okay. Okay. So that is the difference.
Right. Let's talk about the medications. How widely is it available?
Yeah, the medications are widely available. They are everywhere in the country. We have over 600 ART sites in the country, dotted everywhere. Every district has. Most health centers to also provide the medications. They are free.
Oh, okay.
In fact, everything, testing is free. Once you test positive, medication is also free. And once somebody tests positive, we want that person is initiated or started on treatment within 7 days. That's within 1 week. We need to put that person on treatment. So all you listening, if you have been tested and you are still not on treatment, please, anybody who tells you the medications are expensive, it is not true. They are not for sale. They are free. Testing is free. And all we need is you, the human being, coming to us at the facilities for us to support you.